You know, this park's been around for like well over 100 years. The biggest national parks in the country. Something like over around 800,000 acres of land. It's home to some of the most beautiful landscapes in the world. Huge towering mountains, crystal clear lakes, vast forests that stretch as far as the eye can see. I come here multiple times a year. Every time, it's like I've been discovering something new about the park. I've been coming here with my friends and just by myself for something like 17 years. Seriously, like a never-ending adventure. You're going to love it. Trust me. Oh, wait until you meet my buddy Jerry. Like I said over the phone, when we meet for coffee, when we met for coffee, sorry, that was that buddy that was coming. That's Jerry. Jerry's one of the funniest guys I know. He knows how to make you laugh, trust me. He's also hella adventurous, like, every time we come to this park, he always has got some new idea for us to try. We are going to love him. He's the kind of guy that just makes everything more fun. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I actually know a friend who works in the park. He's a chef, just like Jerry. Guy's a park ranger, pretty cool guy. Don't think he's working today or tomorrow though. If he was, I'd definitely see if I was able to arrange a tour or something like that. Alright, we made it. You ready for an amazing weekend in the great outdoors? Well, what are you waiting for? Grab your stuff and let's get set off. So, over here, this is the way to our campsite. It's about a mile up the trail, but it's a pretty easy hike. This place is pretty special, you're right. It's always been one of my favorite spots to camp. Tired already? No time for rest yet. Go pick out a spot and start setting up your tent. I'm gonna do mine over here. If you need any help, let me know. Hey, looks like someone could use a ball with that tent. Let me help you out. I see what you're struggling with. Okay, so all you have to do is connect these poles to the designated colors like so. Here and here. There you go. Then push them into this. And boom. Done and dusted. No problem at all. That's what friends are for, right? Looks like you're all set. If you need anything else, let me know. Just gonna roll out of my sleeping just gonna roll out my sleeping bag and such and finish setting up the rest of my things.
What's up, party people?
Hey Jerry, good to see you.
Ash, it's been a minute, man.
Sure has.
So glad we can organize this little get together.
Yeah, definitely a good refresher. Well, anyways, over there at their tent is my buddy I was telling you about. Hey, come on over here. Don't be shy. Jerry, this is my buddy, and this is my best mate, Jerry.
It's a pleasure to meet you in the fur. Ash has told me so much about you.
Jerry, I'm just gonna pop down to the car real quick and get my water bottle and stuff. Why don't you two get more acquainted? I'll be back in just a minute. Maybe you should also set your tent up.
Hope you brought bug spray. Mosquitoes are on a death wish out here. Besides pests, how are you finding the park? It really is a beautiful place. I highly recommend taking a peek at Silver Cascade Falls while you're here.
Okay, I got my water. How's the tent building going, Jerry? Any luck?
You never told me they had such an eye for scenic locations.
I didn't know either. It's news to me, but I'm glad they can relate to us, huh? Anyways, we should definitely start working on the fire. It's already 7:30 p.m. It's gonna be pretty dark soon. I'll go over and set up the area for a safe fire pit. You guys can go gather wood.
Sounds like a plan. I know some trees that shed branches like crazy nearby. Watch your footing though. Some roots stretch up into the pathways.
So I know Jerry's answer, but have you ever been to a national park before? Oh, okay. Well, this one is definitely unique. There's so much to see and do here. What activities are you looking forward to the most? What about you, Jerry? Anything specific for you?
I'm looking forward to a bit of trail hiking actually.
Okay. I'm more of a hobbyist photographer, so I love to do a bit of astrophotography, as you know, Jerry, and nature photography too. That's why I love to come out here too, as well as just general hiking. You get to see the Milky Way in full force with the naked eye because of how little light pollution there is around here.
So, what do you like to do for fun besides camping?
That's great. I actually tend to enjoy a bit of hiking too. I actually plan to hike up the Silver Cascades waterfall tomorrow. It's amazing.
Oh yeah! It's one of the most beautiful waterfalls I've ever seen. You're gonna love it, honestly. Oh, me? I'm a man of many hobbies. I like trail hikes, train spotting, and I'm also a little bit of a chef.
That's for sure. He always makes the best meals when we're out camping. So I'm guessing you're wondering how me and Jerry met then, huh?
Now that's a throwback.
It's a pretty funny story, actually. So, back before high school, I was hanging out with some friends after class. We were walking home. It's a common thing for us to go into the local farmer's field and have some fun. It's a Friday, so we were going to go into the field at that night and try to sneak up to the barn, see what's up there. One of my buddies turns and says to me, "Hey, one of my family friends are coming over to stay the weekend. But if he comes along?" I said, "Sure, he can come." But that night, we were all sneaking up to the farmer's lane, through the field, climbed the fence into his yard. We were exploring when we heard his truck, and he pulled up in the yard in his Toyota. We all ran, hid. Me and Jerry, who was the friend staying over at my other buddies, ran into the barn together. We both hid behind some hay. We were laughing and chatting while hiding, and the farmer walked into the barn we were in. He had his flashlight on and he was shouting for who was in here. He must have heard us. We freaked out and took off running together. We sort of ran into the forest as he was chasing us and jumped a few gates into the woods outside his yards. We hid there for a while and the farmer looked around with his flashlight for us. He never found us and ended up walking back. But after he was gone, me and Jerry ended up sitting there for a little giggling and laughing about how we just got away. It's pretty much how I met my best bud.
That never gets old. Feels like it was just yesterday everything went down.
Definitely was a story to remember, that's for sure. We always get into such silly situations like that. Even still today. But a lot more of those when we were kids, of course.
Honestly, they could have made an entire show based around the stuff we got up to.
Damn right. Anyways, Jerry here just got a new job, I've heard.
Oh yeah, you're looking at one of the newest members of the Bayview Police.
There you go. Yeah, I was new to take that path. You ever think about moving to Metroplexia or Plexia County, bud? Ah, okay. Look at that. Just like I was saying, Milky Way is visible at the first patch of darkness. I think I'm wanting to go do some monster photography and stargaze a little. You want to join me? Hey Jerry, you don't mind watching the fire, do you?
Yeah, I got it. I'll keep sure this little guy doesn't get out of control.
Alright, awesome. Thanks, Jerry. Alright, let's head. I know a good spot. Here we are. I know, right? Beautiful, ain't it? Best part of the park for this kind of stuff. Yeah, I got a blanket here. You can lay on it for a little while if you want while I snap some shots. Getting some really beautiful stuff. Seeing anything interesting? Oh, I know, right? So much to see. Don't mind if I lay beside you here, do you? Just would enjoy pointing at some stars with you if that's okay. Thanks. Alright, let me lay down here. There we go. Nice. Look at all those stars up there. It's amazing, isn't it? Sometimes, when I look up at the stars, I can't help but feel small. I mean, when you think about it, how vast the universe is, how many stars there are, how far apart they are from each other, it's often humbling, ain't it? But at the same time, it's like also reassuring. Because it means that all our problems and worries and concerns, all the things that seem so big and overwhelming, are actually quite small in comparison if you put things in perspective, you know? When you think about it, we're all made of stardust. The atoms in our bodies were forged in the hearts of stars billions of years ago. We're literally made from the same stuff as the universe itself. We're all a part of something much bigger than ourselves. When you look up the stars, it's like you're looking back in time. Some of the stars we're both seeing right now, they may have died millions of years ago. Their light is only just reaching us now. Stargazing is one of my favorite things to do. It's so calming and peaceful. It reminds me that there's so much to life than just our day-to-day worries and concerns. Exactly. It's a way to feel connected with the universe and with ourselves. It's a reminder that no matter how small we may feel, we're still a part of something beautiful and awe-inspiring. You know, there's something special about sharing this moment with someone. It's almost like the stars are bringing us together. It's a rare and beautiful connection that we share, even if it's just for this moment. I feel like we could talk about anything under the stars. Like we're both looking at the same thing, but we could both have such different thoughts and feelings about it. And yet, there's something about this moment that feels like we're on the same wavelength. Like we're both experiencing the same thing in our own way. It's like we have this unspoken understanding, this connection that doesn't need words. And yet, it's there and it's powerful. I I don't really know how to put it into words. But being here with you, sharing this moment, feels really nice, you know. Appreciate you being here. A lot. We should probably start to head back to camp. Ugh. Do you ever wonder what life would be like if we lived on another planet? Like, what if we're not alone in the universe? What if there are other intelligent beings out there looking up at us, at the stars, just like we are? Think about what you want to do with your life in the future. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes it feels like there are too many choices, and you don't know where to start. Future can sometimes scare me. Just could be a bit scary to think about what comes next, whether it's good or not. Oh, hey look, fireflies. You ever tried to catch them as a kid? I always did. Chased them around for hours when I go camping with my dad and uncle. You know something so small can be so beautiful.
So, how was stargazing?
Pretty incredible, I'd say. You know, well, you know me with my stargazing, but something about it this time just felt different.
Sounds like a good time. Did you see any shooting stars?
Saw a few actually. Must be a meteor shower or something I didn't know about tonight.
Here you go. Fresh from the fire. And don't forget about you too, Ash.
Jerry's like a s'more magician. He's great at it. He's been doing that since we were kids.
It's a natural gift of mine. You know, I heard some ancient cultures used to believe that stars were the spirits of their ancestors watching over them.
Really? It's pretty interesting actually.
Indeed. It just goes to show really how much we've learned about them since those days. Everyone interprets them in some different way. Hey Ash, remember that time we went camping in the mountains when we were 16 and got caught in that massive rainstorm?
How could I forget? We're soaked to the bone, had to huddle under that tree. It's barely doing anything anyway, so I don't even know if it was worth it. Stuck there for like 2 hours or something.
It was definitely an experience. It just goes to show that even if everything goes sideways, we can still find a way to put a positive spin on it.
I'm into that. That's what makes the good memories. Hey, fire's starting to burn out. Jerry, you want to come and help me get more firewood?
Copy that.
You don't mind keeping an eye on the fire and our stuff for a few minutes, will you, bud? Great. Thanks so much, we'll be right back.
So, what's the deal with you and them? I'm sensing a little something here.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Just friends.
I can tell there's something up here.
I don't know, Jerry. There's something there. I don't want to rush into anything. Run the risk of ruining my friendship with them. I care about them a lot.
Get it, man. Just don't let fear hold you back. I can see some really good chemistry there.
Cheers, Jerry. Keep it in mind. But we should actually start getting firewood before that fire dies out.
So, how's that new career choice?
It's been a bit hectic, but I enjoy it.
Remember though, work ain't everything. You need to take care of yourself too.
Trust me, Jerry, I know.
Okay, got about as much wood as I can carry here.
Yep. I'm about to see him. Let's head back over. Don't want to leave him waiting. Nice, there we go. Nice, just purring.
Hey, you look really tired. Maybe it's time you go into the tent and get some shut-eye.
Yeah, I would agree. You do look really tired. Me and Jared will be heading to sleep shortly too. We're just gonna hang out and chat for a bit. You know, old time's sake. Good night, buddy.
Good night. Smooth, operator.
Oh, shut up. That was so funny.
I just remembered us in high school when we got lost.
Oh, Lord. I remember that. Decided to get adventurous and separating ourselves from the group. Getting lost for hours, only to find out we were doing the same damn loop.
And then we finally found our way back to the camp, just to discover we'd only been about 10 minutes away the entire time.
We're not the smartest, that's for sure.
You know, Ash, we should make this a tradition, honestly. Coming out here every year.
I'm so down for that. Keep getting lost in the woods and reminiscence about the old times.
Sounds like a good plan to me.